Hello everyone. This is Coach Jay with MC Acquisition Group. First of all, we want to thank everyone for joining the call tonight. This is a pre-recorded call here, but at the end, I will give you guys my number and a way to book a 15-minute one-on-one consultation with me so we can kind of go over everything. Maybe you have questions or comments or whatever it is. I want to be able to make sure that you guys get all your questions answered. So go get you a pen and a piece of paper. So I would love for you guys to write this stuff down. So that way, if you have a question, you write it down. I can make sure, once we get together tonight or tomorrow or whenever you guys decide to give me a call, we can go over every single thing. Also, if you have any questions, please go to the comment section and post your comments on there. Post your first name, last name, and email address along with your contact information, your phone number, and we're going to send out some free contracts for you. A purchase sale agreement, assignment contract, and a JV agreement. So if you guys don't have that, if you stay to the very end, you will definitely get that. All right. So, and also post your comments and stuff on there as well. All right. So let's get started. Real estate wholesaler. So what is wholesaling? Wholesaling is the fastest way to do a deal and start making money in real estate. So basically, it's someone who purchases a product or locks up someone or something at a certain price and then sell to another buyer. So the objective of this thing is to bring a great value or a great deal of property, immediately turn around and sell it. So you put something on the contract, turn around and sell it to anybody who's willing to pay you what you want for the property and a little bit extra money to put on top for your benefit as well. So it also occurs when a party, a wholesaler, contracts with the home seller, markets the home to a potential buyer, then assign the contract to one of them. Right? So that's basically what a wholesaler is. So the wholesaler makes a profit, which is the difference between the contracted price and the seller and the amount paid by the buyer. Involves selling houses as is to another buyer. That's basically what wholesaling is. Right? So if you look at any place you go to, if you go to any restaurant, I can say any place that you can buy a product from. You go to any local, Walmart or Target or whatever the case is, all they are is one big wholesaler company, right? Because basically what they do, they go and find the greatest deal and pay a wholesale price for it, put a few bucks on top of it, and turn around and sell it to us at a retail price. So none of them really make those products at Walmart. They just basically mark them up. As long as they get them at a great discount, they can turn around and put a few bucks on top of it, and then turn around and sell it to us on the back end. Now, if everybody's getting a great deal, nobody really even cares how much Walmart actually paid for it. As long as you're getting a good deal, you don't really care. Same thing with an end buyer. If you're able to get that person the property at a huge discount, he don't care how much you make off the deal. As long as he gets that really good deal, he's coming in this property with equity already in the property. So how do you find these deals? I'm glad you guys asked. There's quite a few ways to find real estate deals, right? So first one is MLS. So the MLS is the multiple listing service that realtors look at when they get ready to sell a property or they have a buyer who's willing to buy something. So probably 90% of real estate deals are bought and sold from the MLS, especially retail people, right? The only way you can get on there if you have access to the MLS is going through a realtor or a broker. Direct marketing. So let's say you're out driving for dollars, or you look for good properties, or you run across a property that's for sale, and maybe you don't know the owner's name or phone number or anything like that. You can use direct marketing, do some mail, send out some mail, send out letters, yellow letters, all that good stuff. Hopefully that person get back with you in a timely manner, see if that person's interested in selling it. Craigslist. Right now, I've noticed on Craigslist, there's a lot of realtors on Craigslist. They're claiming that they're the owners and trying to get you to, go through a realtor in order to get you a property or sell a property or whatever the case is. So, but there are some buyers or people who own some property that still post their stuff on Craigslist, but it's not as much as it used to be. So I mean, I would definitely get on them, get on that site and kind of pick through it to see what you can find. A lot of times you got wholesalers on there as well, so maybe you may be interested in doing they may be interested in doing a joint venture or a JV deal on their property. All right, so of course, TV, if you got enough money to post, great, looking for, great properties and whatever the case is, you definitely can go through TV, although it costs some money. Probates, not everybody is willing to talk to someone who has passed about their property that they may be or may not even be willing to sell, right? So that, you got to be strategic. You got to be tactful when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with probate properties. Websites, there's tons of websites out there that you guys can link onto to find great deals out there. Google Word ads, great deal, great situation, man. So don't really cost you a lot of money to do that, if any, right? But you also, you can use that in order to get deals coming your way. Networking is really, really key. You want to network. I always say if the people that you know don't know you're in real estate, you're not really in real estate, right? So you need to talk to everybody that you know, then go to some of these networking events, whether it's through Zoom or whatever it is, meet these people who are, killing it out there. Just let them know exactly what you do, because you never know where your next deal is coming from. Billboards, if you have a little money and you want to post, I buy houses or I like ugly houses, send me your property. I'll take it from you, whatever you want to put it on there, make sure it's catchy, and you definitely get deals coming through. Pre-foreclosure list. If you look at your county tax assessor's office website, there's properties on there that's going to be foreclosed on every single month. Now, if you're in Texas, they come out, I think it's the third Thursday of the month or something like that, where every month they have these house auctions. And also, when it comes to Texas as well, they show you 30 days out of the properties that are about to be sold. So they give you a 30-day notice, not 30 days, I'm sorry, 90-day notice of properties about to be foreclosed on. So which gives you enough time to go by and take a look at the houses, do all your due diligence, put in the offer, and hopefully get that deal. Instead of waiting to the auction time, you can go directly to that person who owns the property and see if you can get it before it actually gets to the auction, right? So it's a couple of ways to get that done. So here's the wholesale process, guys. So of course you want to source for deals, drive for dollars, or whatever you decide to do, buy you some leads or whatever the case is. Contact the property owner. When you talk to them, you want to have your conversation going. So let them know you're interested in buying and the things that you can do, and how you can close and all that good stuff. And if you agree on the price, of course, now you want to contract that as soon as possible. If a person tell you, hey, man, we can sign it tomorrow, you want to try to get it signed that day if possible, because people change their mind on deals, right? Somebody may come the next day and offer them $10 more than what you're willing to offer them, and there your deal go because you didn't get the contract signed. List of buyers. So now you want to reach out. Once you get on the contract, you want to reach out to your buyers list. If you're working with us, let us know. We'll send you out a buyers list in that particular area pretty quick. We can get that out to you within a couple of hours, if not that. So, but yes, if you have a list of buyers, absolutely, you want to reach out to them now because you got something under contract. Don't do it before, guys, because we're not realtors. So you cannot be sending properties out there trying to get it sold. You don't even have it under contract. So we're not actually selling the property, we're selling the contract or our position on the property. So be careful with that. Also, you want to reach out to some real estate agents and other wholesalers, because both of these people have buyers, guys. So, a lot of time when I'm doing deals in an area where I don't have solid buyers in those areas, I'll reach out to an agent and say, hey, listen, I see you in this area. I see that you've been closing deals for X amount of years. I have a great deal for you. Do you have buyers that's willing to buy properties all cash, close very quickly, and it's a great deal? Absolutely. He's going to say yes. They're going to say yes, because why? When that deal closes, they get paid. So absolutely, you'll get it done. And if any person's been in real estate any length of time and they don't have buyers, they're not really in real estate, guys. That's the easy part. The buyers is the easy part. Same thing with wholesalers. When I'm doing something in an area where I don't have a buyer, I'll reach out to a wholesaler through Craigslist or other different ways that we reach out to these wholesalers and say the same thing. Listen, I'm interested in doing a joint venture with you on this particular deal. Here's the property. This is what I want for it. It is a great deal. You got buyers in this area? Absolutely. Can they close within 7 to 10 days? Absolutely. Okay, let's get this thing done. So now, once you do that, now you want to do a contract with them as well. So this is the part where it comes out with a JV agreement, joint venture. So this person agrees to stand in your place or become a partner with you on this deal, and his job is to bring a buyer. So I have the property on the contract. I'm partnering with this wholesaler on this particular deal. We have a contract. Now his job is to bring a buyer. I reach out to the title company, let them know to begin to run title work on the deal, do all the background they could possibly do to make sure this title work is clear, while my wholesaler or my real estate agent is bringing me a buyer. So a couple of days pass by, the title company calls me, say, hey, I'm ready to go. Where's your buyer? By that time, that wholesaler or that real estate agent should have me a buyer and we should be ready to go. Then guess what, guys? We all get paid. That's the process of wholesaling. That's the whole process in a nutshell. Take a picture of this, guys. Write this down, take a picture of this. So closing of a deal usually takes 7 to 10 days. I mean, I've had a deal where I only closed in a couple of days, but it's because the title work was ready to go. For some reason, the buyer fell back or whatever the case is. Maybe they couldn't close. I already had my buyer lined up. Just basically swapped out the buyers, put my buyer in place. We closed the deal, right? The average price of a wholesale deal is anywhere from 5 to 10K. Now, it could be a lot more, but it can be a lot less too. It's up to your negotiation and what kind of deal that you have, right? So I did a deal where I only made $250 on the deal, but I've done a deal where I made a whole lot more too. So it's all about your negotiation. A lot of times, things come up in a deal. I'd rather get 50% of something than 100% of nothing. Not every deal that you run across is going to be a $10,000 deal, right? So, and in order to get to that place right there, guys, it takes some effort to get it done. Don't let nobody trick you into believing that this is so easy that anybody can do it. Just put the minimum effort in it. You really got to go in to try to get these deals done. But it's worth it, and it's something you can do. Okay, the ABCs of wholesaling, free training with Coach J, guys. So I want everybody to make sure you have your pen and paper, because there's some information in here that if you're looking to do some fix and flip, is going to be key to what you're trying to get done. All right, so get your phone, get ready to take some pictures of it. So there'll be some information in here I think will be very valuable for you guys. All right. So listen, when I first got into this business, I didn't know anything about software, things of that nature. And it cost me some money by not knowing these different things. But what I'm going to do here is give you guys some basic information that you can benefit from. So whether you decide to work with us or not, you still will be able to, you'll gain something from sitting down with us for this length of time. Right. So most wholesalers or coaches or mentors not going to show you some of the stuff I'm about to show you now, but I'm not most people. Right. So let me just give you guys some game. Get your pen and piece of paper ready, or get your camera ready. Get ready to take some pictures and understand. I'm going to show you guys some different things that you can learn in order to further your business. Right. So again, when I first got in this business, I didn't know anything about software. So I'm going to give you a great one. REI Pro is a really good one that you should get. So if you're new to wholesaling, if you're new to subject tools, if you're new to real estate in general, this is a great tool to use. It has tons of videos in it. You can pull comps from it. You can do different things on here, put together some different offers for it, or whatever the case is. And understand, guys, I don't work for this company. I'm not sponsored by this company. I'm not affiliated marketing with this company at all. I'm telling you some of the things that I actually use myself. So REI Pro, if you're just starting out, I would say get this one before you get any other software out there. There's a lot of great information into these into this software that you can use in order to benefit yourself, right? So another one is PropStream. PropStream is a great one as well. It don't have a lot of the stuff that REI Pro actually have, REI Pro actually have. But if you're looking to get leads and different types of leads and whatever, because you get it from REI Pro as well, but you also can get it from PropStream. So I would say if you are able to afford it, get both. But if you're only able to afford one, get REI Pro. Now go on YouTube and pull up what the difference is between REI Pro. There's a lot of people on there talking about it in PropStream. What's the pros and cons, and then you look at your bank account and see which one you can afford. But I would advise you at least get one, and that's REI Pro. Great information. If I had this when I first got started, man, I'd be probably way further ahead. So I'm just being honest with you guys, man. So take a picture of this, write this down so you guys can have it. All right, let's go. Now, if you don't have any funds, you're just starting out like I was in this business. I didn't have any disposable income I can actually use. So what you have to use now is the sites that are actually free. All right, so REI Pro, not REI Pro, Redfin and Zillow and Craigslist is some of the things I actually use. Total View is another one. Find Comps Now is another one that you can use. But this is what you use in order to pull comps on property, not Craigslist, but actually Redfin and Zillow. You want to get you 3 to 4 that you're using in order to pull comps. We're going to show you what that looks like and how you can benefit from that a little later on. Now, listen, you can get all this information that all these gurus give you. You can spend $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000 on a course. If you do not master the phone, you will not close the deal. I can't really express that enough. You have to master the phone. You have to master techniques on how to close deals, what questions to ask, what not to ask, all these different things. So what's important is phone scripts, listening to sellers, studying some YouTube videos on what to say to sellers, right? The information is out there. Go on YouTube, pull these different things up. So that way when you get on the phone with a seller, and you know exactly what to say and what not to say. Guys, let me tell you, the phone, when you first start out in this business, or in any business, you got to make cold calls or whatever the case is, that phone can seem like it weighs 10,000 pounds. But in order to be successful in this business, you got to get on the phones and you have to master the phones. If not, the information that you're taking in now is really void. There's nothing you really can do with it if you can't get on the phone and actually sell. All right. All right. So find real estate deals with little to no money out of pocket. So, people ask me, is it possible to do that? I'm like, absolutely. I did it. So here's a few ways to actually do that. To get your phone to ringing without spending any money at all. Take a look at this, guys. Take a picture. We'll go over a couple of them so I can help you understand what I'm talking about. Take your phone, take a picture, guys, or write it down so you guys can get this information that we're about to go over. All right, so let me go over about 3 or 4 of these real quick. So at the very top, it's about wholesaling co-ventures or JV deal, right? If you go on Facebook right now and pull up wholesalers in whatever market, you can actually do this for your dining room table. You put up wholesalers in whatever market that you decide to market in. And you'll see people post properties that, look, I have a property, I need to find a buyer. Those people may be willing to do what they call a joint venture on the deal. JV agreement and JV this deal, right? Meaning that they have the property, you have the buyer, you guys can come together and actually do the deal together. And split the assignment fee 50-50. Here be your boots on the ground, you just bring your buyer to the table, and you guys both can win and eat. Just that simple. So you don't have to go and look for no property. He will bring that property to you. That's a quick way to actually get a deal done. Now, you can actually do that from your dining room table in all 50 markets from Maine to Texas, from Houston to Arkansas. You can sit at the dining room table and actually do that, or you can do it on your phone. You add yourself to these different groups and just wait till people post them up there and actually find those deals, bring a buyer to them, and make this thing happen. It's just that simple, guys. All right, so another one is expired listings. Expired listing is when a realtor have a property that he or she cannot sell. They only have a certain period of time to close that deal. So if they don't do it within that period of time, that lead becomes void, and they have to let it go. So it's an expired listing. I don't care how great of a broker or realtor you are, all of them have expired listings. So what I do, you can pull up in your area, top real estate agents in your area, give them a call. You have their phone number right there, the email address, the office number, all that good stuff, right? And then still, so 9 times out of 10, they're gonna pick your phone call up. And it goes like this. Hey, I see you on Google. I pull you up on Google. I see that you're a high octane realtor. And I wanted to know, what do you do with your expired listings? Well, nothing I could do with them. They're expired. So, I tell you what, send them over to me. And if I'm able to close one of these deals, I'll send you anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000, whatever you decide to give them for that deal. And they have nothing to lose. So they send it over to you. And if you're able to close those deals and you send that person $1,000 or $2,000, they love you now, right? Because what was once dead, you have brought it back to life and actually put money in their pocket. Guess what? Everybody they know in the office is gonna start sending you leads, and that's how your name spreads out there, because you done brought something back to life for them. That's a big deal. So you can actually do that from your dining room table. It don't cost you any money to do that. It costs you a little time. You can actually get that done. All right. As you can see, there's tons of ways to do these different things. So if you scroll down into driving for dollars, everybody know what driving for dollars is, right? You just get in your car on your way to work. Get there, leave about 15, 20 minutes early and drive around a particular neighborhood. See if you can find houses that has a lot of the grass maybe tall, or let's say the blinds are tore up. Let's say they got too much mail in the mailbox, and write that information down, the address down, look them up, send them a postcard or cold call them or whatever, or skip trace them and cold call them, see if they're interested in selling it. Or, like we did a couple of weeks ago, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, not about a week ago, where we did driving for dollars on Zoom, where we all got together on a Zoom call. We driving for dollars in different markets, and we're talking about this real estate that we're seeing, jumping out, talking to people, and we found probably about maybe 10 properties that we had to skip trace. Pretty good deals too. They cost us a dime. This costs a little time and a little bit of gas money. So, you can definitely do that. Another one we're going to look at is in the second row at the very top, divorce attorneys, right? Now, let's say when a husband and a wife gets together and they buy a property, 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy it as a joint property, where neither one of them can afford to live in this property on their own. So if something happens, let's say the husband goes out, he does something crazy, and they get a divorce or whatever the case is. The first thing the wife will do, she will contact her attorney and say, hey, I want out, I'm gone, and she cannot afford to live there. So what he's going to do is say, hey, I got a realtor that I can plug you in with. Now, if that realtor is not a high octane realtor, she's going to put him or her is going to put it on the MLS, and it may sit there for a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, year, 2 years, depends, right? And what that's doing is actually destroying that person's credit, because those monthly payments are not getting paid, right? So what we do is we put together a letter, and we reach out to all these divorce attorneys, and because you do this in all 50 states, and say, listen, send us over those people who really need to sell their property fast. We can close within 7 to 10 days. And I'll give you $1,000 to $2,000 referral fee once the deal actually closes. And it's in the email. You can give them a call, or you can just send them an email and do that, right? So imagine if you do that all 50 markets, you'll get people start calling you in those type of situations. Pretty easy, guys. So imagine if you did all of these, how much would your phone be ringing? Out to us, we can if you want our assistant to kind of do some of these things for you, just let us know. There's a small fee attached to it. We can help. We definitely got to make sure they're taken care of, and we can do some of this stuff for you, or we can show you how to do it. It's up to you on how you want to get it done. Also, if you're part of our team, of course, you get quite a few leads. If you need leads for a particular area, we can help you with that. That is actually free, right? So I just went over a couple of them for you. You can kind of go on YouTube and look at a few of them other ones as well. But also commercial, you can do the same thing with commercial. We help you with that. We show you exactly what to do, how to talk to a broker on a commercial deal. So if you're looking to get into wholesaling commercial deals or multifamily, you definitely need to be with us. All right. So go ahead and take a picture of this, guys, real quick, and we'll go to the next one. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you guys have your phone, so you can take a picture, or your pen or pencil, and piece of paper. We're about to go into some math here, guys. How to calculate your ARV. So you want to look up the most relevant comps, similar features in bedrooms and bath and garage. Use recently sold comps. Comps that are sold yesterday are better than comps that are sold 6 months ago. So what happened normally when you get ready to do a realtor send you some property, they're going to send you a comp that was a year ago, that sold a year ago, in order to bring that property value up, or something that's sold recently that was really high, but maybe not be in that neighborhood. You want all your comps that you get less than a half a mile away. Because as you guys know, if you go sometime in some neighborhoods, across the street is a whole different market. So you don't want to get a property where you don't have any comps, because no comps is considered bad comps, right? So choose comps choose comps close to in proximity. Use comps that are in the same neighborhood. The closer, closer the better. Start within 3 to 5 streets, near streets away. Here's 5 tips to master ARV. So 5 to 6 relevant comps. Be objective. Do not be biased, guys. No comps are the same as bad comps. So if you run across a property, you pull a property up and don't have no comps in the area that's sold in the past 6 to 12 months, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. It's going to be hard to unload that. Exclude distressed comps as well. Do not speculate and project higher ARV based on future appreciation. Very important. You don't want to get yourself in a situation to where you cannot unload this property. So you want to think about it. I mean, I know you're not spending your money on this property, but you got to think as an investor, right? So as if the money is yours. How would you buy this property at this price point if the money was actually yours, and why? Right? So if you get a property that you put on a contract, it's in a rural area, it has no comps, you haven't seen the property before, so you don't know what kind of work needs to be done to it, how you gonna put a value? And if you had the money, would you buy a property like that sight unseen? So why would you expect the end buyer to do the same thing? We have to paint a picture for that end buyer. We have to make sure everything is around it that needs to be around it. And when we send them out this lead, we say, look, here's the comps to verify what I'm telling you. Here's the pictures, or here's the video to verify what I'm saying to you. This is the price we want for this property. Here's the here's the ARV, and this is we're gonna make up the deal. This is how happy you will be once we close this deal. We have to paint a picture for them, guys. Take a picture of this. So the 4-step process of calculating ARV. So use websites to find relevant comps. So again, you can do Redfin, Zillow, and there's a couple of them out there as well. A trick that you can do is go to Google and pull up that address, put it into Google. If you scroll down towards the middle or towards the end, you'll see different websites and what they think is worth. You can use those as well. So you don't have to type up Redfin individually or Zillow individually. You can just see it all right there. Once you put it up, you'll see all of them right there. Or you can use REI Pro if you have that software. Convert relative comps to price per square foot. Sold price divided by total square foot, price per square foot, right? That's what you get, price per square foot. Take a picture of this, guy. Especially for you guys who are doing fix and flip, this is very valuable. Calculate the average price per square foot of your comps. So total price of comps divided by total square foot, divided numbers of comp, average price per square foot. So they've got apart one of the properties is 100,000, another one is 110,000, another one's 120,000. What you want to do is put them together and divide them by 3. And that's the number. So if you did 10 of them, add them together and divide them by 10. All right. So calculate your ARV, average price per square foot, multiplied by square foot of subject property. Take a picture of this, guys. If you guys are looking to do fix and flip, you need to know this information. Very important. Leave it up here for 5 seconds. We're going to move on. All right, guys. How to calculate repairs. All right, so this is very simple. I know a lot of you guys just starting out, you don't really understand how much stuff costs. If you look at a property, you're like, man, I got a video, I got a picture of some properties. How do I determine what the repairs would be on the property when it needs a total rehab? All right, so it's very simple. Now, if you're in California, New York, these numbers won't really work. But if you're anywhere else in mid-America, these numbers are pretty much on point, right? It won't be 100% accurate, but it gets you in that ballpark figure where you need to be, right? So let's say the type of house, right? So let's say you have a property that's under 1,500 square foot. So if you look at this, the second row or the first row here on the side of the houses, so you have under 15 square foot, and it needs basic repairs. The average price is about 10K. Right? So another one is 1,500 square foot, and it needs lower to mid, as far as repairs is concerned. Average price is about 25K. The third one is 1,500 square foot or under, and it needs total rehab. The average price is about 50,000 square foot. Right? Now, so I'm gonna see if I can trick you guys real quick. So if you're part of our class, this would be something to actually quiz you guys on. You need to know this, right? So, so let's say you have a property that needs around mid repairs on this property. It's 3,500 to 5,000 square foot. How much roughly would the repairs would be on this property? I'm gonna give you guys 2 seconds to tell me the answer to that. You're right, 55K. That's roughly what it'd be. Same thing with a 2,500 square foot property, 3,500 square foot, but it need a total rehab. How much would that be? If you said 90K, you're right. So guys, this is basic information. It won't be 100%, but this is what you can use in order to put your offers in, right? So write this down, man. Take a picture of this. This will prove to be valuable for you. So when I'm going to see a property, I don't know what every single thing is worth, how much a total kitchen will be for repairs. I don't really care about all that, to be honest with you, right? I'm going to this property and say roughly, need a mid rehab on this property. It's about X amount of square foot. Roughly it's about, $10,000, $20,000 square foot. So now I can put together an offer in my head based on the work that I did before I got to this property. Roughly what the ARV is, I can roughly tell them right then and there how much I can actually offer them on the spot. I can whip out my contract, have them sign it right then and there, because I understand in this business, The contract has to be signed immediately if you can get it signed immediately. It's always somebody will pay $1 more, right? So get it signed immediately so that way there's no issues. Take a picture real quick and we'll move on. All right, guys. The 70% rule. I don't know if you guys heard of that before, but it's called the 70% rule. Let me show you how this works. So investors want to make at least 30% on their investment. So we call the 70% rule. So the repair value, wholesale fee, the max allowable offer. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Did I jump ahead? So let's do this, right? So let's say you have a property, the ARV is $100,000. So I'm using an even number. So off top, the max you can offer this person is 70% of 100,000. What is that, guys? You're right, 70% or $70,000 minus the repair cost. So let's say the repairs is $10,000. What's the max I can offer these people? 60,000, right? So now minus how much you want to make on this deal. Let's say you want to make $10,000 off this deal. So now what's the max you want to offer these people now? $50,000, right? That's how this thing works. That's the 70% rule. Now, why would a person sell you a property that's worth $100,000 and sell it to you for $50,000? It's because they're in a situation. They really need to sell, not just looking to sell to see what they can get for it, but they really need to sell. And it needs a lot of repairs need to be done to it. So they can't go on the market and sell it to a regular person who really want to buy it. You want to get it done. They want to get it sold quickly so they can move on with their lives. That's what you're looking for. People that really needs to sell, they're in a situation, right? So it's a numbers game. The more people you're in front of, the better chance you have of actually getting the deal done. All right, contracts, guys. Here's 3 that you definitely need in this business: purchase and sell agreement, joint venture agreement, assignment agreement. Write that down. If you stay on to the very end, we will send you these contracts. Again, we need your name, your number, your email address. You can post it into the group chat right now. And tonight or first thing in the morning, check your email. It will be in your email box. All right, guys. So title company and closing attorneys. It's very important that you have a title company that knows what they're doing, a closing attorney that knows what they're doing. I had a title company destroy one of my deals one time, and you don't want that problem at all. So imagine you about to make you 10 grand on a deal, and you pretty much in your mind got that 10 grand already spent, and all of a sudden something that was beyond your control or something that you weren't able to attack or to straighten out up front, it actually blowed up on you on the back end. So what I do in this situation, I'm the person, if you work with us, I'm the person that reached out to these title companies to make sure that they know exactly what they're doing. Now, if you want to do it yourself, we show you how to get that done, how you can, what's the question that you need to ask, all this good stuff. But I like to give them a call. I want to make sure. So when I call a title company, I want to say, hey, do you work with wholesalers? Do you guys close joint double closing? Do you guys do that type of stuff? I want them to say, yeah, we had a guy in here earlier today, and we do those all the time. Now, hey, you know what? Let me check. Let me talk to such. No, click, hang the phone up, and go to the next one. Now, if you're in a situation and you don't have a title company in that area, one of the things that you can do, you can go on Craigslist and punch up that zip code, pull up real estate, and punch up that zip code. It's going to be probably a wholesaler in that area, and you just give them a call directly. Hey, man. Hey, I got a property in that area that you work in, man. What title company do you use? And then you go from there. Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't. But do that enough, somebody, hey, it don't hurt me to tell you what title company that I'm using, right? But one thing you don't want to do is have to put any money up front, because anybody will do that. Now, some title companies that you reach out to, especially in Michigan for some reason, they want you to pay for them running the title work. We don't do that over here. Our end buyer take care of that, or they get paid at closing. Very important. Very important. All right. So here's a few of the questions that we asked the title company. Are you a wholesaler for a title company? I think that's worded wrong. Yeah, that's worded wrong. Are you a wholesaler for a title company? Well, do you do wholesale deals, right? We change that out. Do you work with investors? Do you do double closing, right? Do you need pay for the closing costs up front or at closing? Very important. Very important. We do not put any money up, guys, to close these deals. So if you're coming out of your pocket, it's something that you're doing wrong. All right. All right, everyone. So our last slide here. We're going to go over a few more things here that we have to offer you guys to help bring everything together. So let's jump right into this thing. So as some of you guys know, we help with commercial deals as well. So from multifamily, from storage facilities, trailer parks, multifamily property complexes, 2 units, 3 units, quads, all of that. So we help you work, navigate through these different, these vehicles, these investment vehicles. Also residential as well. So that's anywhere from 1 to 4 unit properties. We can help you, structure those, put those together, get leads coming in, get cash buys together, ultimately, building your team, helping you to build that confidence so you can actually deal with the commercial side and the residential side. As we talked about the storage facilities as well. Listen, storage facilities is big business as well. You can make a lot of money just on focus on storage facilities because not a lot of wholesalers are out there that's doing it. I mean, it is some out there. There's a community out there, but the average person who just come into this game is not really thinking about storage facilities. Trailer parks as well, right? So a lot of, trailer parks out there, you may run across some that have 20 trailers on there, 30, 40, 100, 200. Not a lot of wholesalers know how to structure those type of deals in order to get it done, or even find a buyer who be willing to purchase something like that. So we can show you how to find buyers who are even willing to purchase something like that, and possibly, put some of those, make you an investor into these properties where you can get some of the equity out of these properties, basically. Maybe bring you on as a partner as well. So definitely, this is the tool to have. So here's a few more things that we provide you with. So of course, we talked about team training. So if you have a team, let's say you got 5 or 6 or 1 or 2 people or 20 people that need that training on a particular topic, we help you with that. So if you want to set up something to where you want me to personally train your team, I can definitely help you do that. It can be up to 100 people. We get on a Zoom meeting. You tell me exactly what you want your team to be trained on, and I'll walk you through your team through from beginning to end. Right, so you can have a team that lives in the Philippines, some live in California, some live in Africa, or whatever the case is. We just schedule a time, a couple of hours or so, and I'll walk your team on what to do. Let's say if you have some people making cold calls for you that's in the Philippines, I can get them on a call, record it for you, show them exactly what to say to sellers, buyers, what to say directly to cash buyers as well, title companies, all that good information. Walk them through exactly what to do, so that way they be fully trained to operate your business. Show them how to pull comps. Whether it's manually or using software as well. We show them exactly how to do that. That's very important in your business. We show them how to submit offers as well. So pulling comps, submitting offers is very important. So we do this thing called the multiple offer strategy, where we not just put in one particular offer where it's a cash offer, but we also do subject to owner finance, lease options, land contracts, and you name it. Master lease option when it comes to commercial property. So we put together 3 or 4, 5 or 6 different offers every deal. So you want your team to do that as well, and we show you how to make money doing it that way. So a lot of times, even if you're dealing with a seller who's highly motivated and their property's upside down, we show you how you still can make money on that deal. We can train your team, or we can train you on a one-on-one. Submit contracts. So it's important, to be able to learn how to put together a contract first. All right. And how to submit it. Very important. If you can do all these good things, but if you don't know how to submit a contract or know exactly what the contract says, what's the benefit, right? So we show you how to do purchase to sell contract. Also, you talk about what I'm just trying to say. My mind just went blank. So purchase sale contract, also assignment contracts, rent to own contracts, or lease option contracts, you name it. We help you. We set up time where we can go over about 4 or 5 different contracts, and we go through it step by step. This is where your name goes. Here's why. This is where this goes. Here's why. This is where this goes. Here's why. So that way you'll be able to understand when you run across a scenario, you'll be able to fill it out the best way you can, or accurate, or whatever the case is. So we record this and actually send it to you as well, so you can go back and take a look at it, so you use it as a reference. DocuSign as well. So if you guys working with us, I know this may be an extra fee, but it may be, over time you want to make sure you're able to do DocuSign, or get DocuSign. It's not that expensive, but you coming through us, we can actually take care of that for you. So let's say you have a client who needs a contract. We can actually go through our DocuSign, put it together for you, send it to you, your seller. If it's another seller tied to it, it's maybe another state, another country, whatever the case is, get them to sign the documents, get them back to you in a timely manner, and get them over to the title company as well. Another one as well is access to hard money lenders, right? So now there's many hard money lenders out there, guys. It's the one that we work with. It's actually, they do deals in all 50 states, and they're very reputable. We're working with them for some years now. You just want to make sure that everything is above board, right? Make sure that when you're dealing with this person, if they say they can get it done, they can get it done. Just on the strength of MCA, you working with us, they know they have to take care of you. And now here's the deal. So if we run across a smoking hot deal, and you have done fix and flip before, we can help you get qualified to get a great deal, as long as you have some experience. You have some experience in this business. So of course you don't want to loan nobody who's new or green to learn how to do a fix and flip on your dime. So they don't want to do that as well. So what we could do, we can tie you in with somebody who has tons of experience in this area, or in that area that you have this property. Maybe leverage their experience, maybe bring them on as a partner, so that way you can get this finance done on your deal. And with the repair costs, we can loan you up to 100% on the repair costs as well. So you want to make sure that you're a solid buyer. So you just let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, and we can do deals in all 50 states. Just that easy. So if you're looking for a POF letter or proof of funds letter, we definitely can get that back to you in a timely manner. So I just have to send you out a quick contract, quick application, get it back to us in a timely manner, get it over to my guys' hands. Let us go through it, get you that POF letter, so you can send it over to that realtor, because they're beating down your email or calling you constantly to kind of get that contract sold up or whatever, and then let us do what we need to do on the back end. All right. We also show you how to get residential cash buyers. We know in today's market, a lot of ways that we used to can get cash buyers is becoming a little bit harder to do it. Right. So in this way, we can show you some of the tools that we do to find cash buyers in all 50 states. So it's still ways to get it done. Our job is to teach you how to do it, so that way you can do it on your own. You don't have to rely on us to get that for you. You can take care of that for yourself. Same thing with the commercial as well. We want to be able to show you different ways to reach out to cash buyers in your market, or the market that you have that property in, and reach out to them to make sure that they're, give you the questions to ask them to make sure they're legitimate buyers, that they will close on time. Of course, every deal is a little bit different. Nothing is 100% when it comes to this, unless they put the money on the wood, right? Or they send it to the, put their earnest money down at the title company, within, a couple of days or so that money becomes hard now to where they can't get it back. So, but yes, we show you what to do. We get on the phone, maybe get on the phone with them a couple of times with you so you can understand exactly how to structure these deals and to ultimately get you to the point to where you can take care of yourself. All right. One of the great things that we're doing now too, so every second Saturday of the month, we're doing this REI Monthly Meetup group for residential and commercial wholesalers. So you definitely will have access to that. Whether you work with us or not, you definitely, go send you a link or whatever, text me or email me. I'll send you a link to that as well. So that way you'll be able to get on it and get that information every second Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you don't know, we have title companies on there. We have other realtors on there that can kind of tell you guys when it's a buyer's market, when it's a seller's market, what's the state of wholesaling, what's the state of subject twos, all that good information. People on there who have money that's willing to invest in some of your deals, a place where you can actually go pitch some of your deals, a place where you can actually mix and mingle with different people who are in your market or who are in different markets, and ultimately, get next to some people who are like-minded people. This is something that we're doing every month, the second Saturday of the month, guys. Again, so we provide you with phone scripts, to help you negotiate, the negotiating tactics, techniques and things of that nature. So one of the great things I like too, we do a 30-day close to your first deal, right? 30-day close to your first deal. That should have been worded a little different, but all right. How to close a deal in 30 days. So we show you the different techniques that we use in order to get your phone to ringing where it don't cost you any money. So some great tips, that really you don't see it too often on YouTube and things of that nature, but some techniques that I've learned over the years, getting your phone to ringing, reaching out to people that don't cost you a dime. All right. A lot of them techniques you can do in other markets as well. Build your team. So we show you exactly, if you're in this game, in the real estate game, you need to have some key people on your team. A title company, preferably a national title company, where you can get a deal done in any market. Get you a good realtor, somebody who understands wholesaling. Get you a closing attorney or attorney that you can bounce some ideas off of. Somebody's going to help do your paperwork for you when you're doing a subject to or whatever you're doing. Very important. Now it all depends on what kind of investing you're going to do. If you're going to fix and flips, you need to figure out, somebody that's doing that already. Maybe somebody who's very experienced, that can kind of help you or let you shadow them as they do some fix and flips. So if you're doing a deal with commercial, somebody who actually invests in commercial, who maybe just provided the money, who's a passive investor, something that you want to do. And so, definitely it's always good, man, to sit back and kind of watch things happen before you put your money on anything. Make sure you get your education up to where you're not throwing money at something that you don't fully understand, but, take your time and, invest as you see that your knowledge grows, or don't invest. Not every deal that I choose to invest, but when you run across that great deal and I'll be a fool to pass this up, you want to be comfortable with the knowledge that you have and investing your money at that time. So building a team is very important, guys. You cannot do any business on your own. So the way that you build a team, you got to make sure it's a win-win for everybody. So that realtor that you have, that you work with, who pull comps for you, you got to make sure you're providing them with leads on a weekly or a monthly basis. So that way it's an interchange going on here. You're sending them business, they helping you grow your business. Same thing with the title company or the escrow officer or whatever the case is, closing attorney. You want to make sure you're sending them some business as well, as they help you with some of the things that you got going on as well. And they're having some kind of event going on at the title company, go over there and pop some balloons or blow up some balloons for them. It's very important to do these different things. So we show you how to do that, what to do, when to do it, all that good stuff. All right. So again, so if you guys are working with us, we do, when you get ready to send a property over to us, we have this form called the residential property submit form. If you're sending something over to us, it has to be filled out on this form. Now, when we sent it over to you guys, if you already signed up with our team or whatever, we'll send this over to you. It's going to be in PDF and it's going to be in Word. And we need to have you put the address there, city and state, prices, all that good stuff. So you need to be maybe get in contact with the seller already, ask them a few questions. So when you send it over to us, in order for us to pull comps for you, put together multiple offers for you, we need to have some basic information for you. Make sure you put your name at the bottom here, your phone number, your email address. So when we get through pulling comps, putting together offers for you, doing the contracts for you, all that good stuff, we can send it directly to you. And then you in turn go talk to your seller. So it's important to do that. And here's one of the reasons why it's important to put your information at the bottom, or even put the price. That's very important. So if you're talking to a seller and a property's worth 100 grand, and you talk to them and they say, we'll take 80. You want to make sure you put on what the asking price is, 80 grand, because if we do the numbers and we can offer 90, we want that 10 grand to go to your pocket instead of going to theirs. So it's important to put in at the price. So when you're talking to a seller, you say, hey, how much, I see you have a property on 123 Main Street. How much do you want for it? 100 grand for listen, man, I respect it, but I'm an investor, so I'm looking to buy at a discount, all cash. What's the least you'll take for it? 90 grand. Is that the least you'll take for it? Listen, I'm looking to spend I'm looking to, close this deal quickly, and I'm an investor. Well, I'll take 80 grand for it. And then whatever number that you guys land on, you make sure you put it up there at the asking price. And so that way, when we run the numbers, we're able to offer more. We want that money to go to your pocket instead of the seller. Same thing with the commercial deals as well, right? So we want the information there along with your phone number, email address. One of the most important things on this sheet is when it says how many bedrooms, how many 1 bedrooms, how many 2 bedrooms, how many 3 bedrooms, make sure you put that in there. And then ask them what are the rent for each one of them. Because when you're dealing with commercial property, is the price of the property determined by the amount of money that it produces times a multiple. So if we don't have that information, it's nothing we can do in that situation. In order for us to be able to fill this out, we need some basic information. We'll send you guys over the information that we would need. But if you cannot get that information, what we need is a pro forma numbers. And we can use that based, foot forward start. And let them know that, if there's something that fits our buying criteria, we're willing to go push forward. We have tons of buyers already lined up for, a great deal when it comes to commercial. So, all right. Now, so what we're talking about here is a one-on-one consultation. That's with me and you on a Zoom, or me, you, and your team on a Zoom, and we going over in detail everything you need to know from A to Z when it comes to wholesaling, residential and commercial. Phone calling, how to make phone calls, how to set up your LLC. We'll go through that as well. Your EIN number, how to do whatever you need to get done to get you going. That's where the one-on-one consultation comes into place, guys. So, this is what we charge for that. For 30 minutes, let's say you have a particular deal that you want to get done, and you need to know a couple, because what used to happen when I first got in this business, I may have known 90% of what it takes to get this deal done, but it's that 10% that could destroy my deal. So let's say you got a deal that you think, man, I'm pretty 90-some% sure I got everything in line, and you just need that other 10% or 5%. Go ahead and book a 30-minute consultation so we can go over this thing from beginning to end to make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. The money that you make on the deal will be very beneficial. The money that you spend on this, or whatever the case is be very beneficial if you make you 10, 15 grand and you spent $100. Right. So, in this business, unfortunately, and fortunately, that it costs money to be able to do anything, and to cut down on the learning curve. $99 is perfect price for 30 minutes of my time. Right. So my time is valuable. And I know your time is valuable as well, but you want to get the deal done. This is the way to get it done. Now, for 2 hours, it's $2.99, and where we sit down and we work out a plan. You tell me what you're trying to get done. You see yourself in the next 5 years. What do you want to do? You want to get in fix and flip? This is what you should be doing. This is how you should do it. Here's the information that you need. Here's some people that you can contact. Here's your team right here. This is how you structure this. Within a 2-hour period, it can be action packed, and we can email it directly to you once we record it, so you can go back to see reference and you can keep it for a lifetime. Right? Very, very important. That one-on-one, very, very important, guys. Hands-on, face-to-face. You see me, I see you. We're getting it done. All right. It's really the price is phenomenal. The price is phenomenal, guys. But let's say you want to do a team consultation, guys. Here's the prices for that. So $5.99 up to 20 people, 4-hour training, where we go in. When I say go in, we go in from all the apps, from all the for all the apps that we use that a lot of people, don't really know about, to the software that we use that a lot of people probably know about, don't know how to really work it. The contracts, talking to a seller, all of that from beginning to end. The price is crazy. For 20 people, if you got 20 team members, that's the price. You can't believe it's crazy. So you got team members that's in different states, different countries, or whatever the case is. We go on a Zoom and we do 4 hour training, and let me go through this whole deal for you. All right. So this is the way to do it, guys. So when you get a chance, go ahead and go to my Facebook group. It's Jay Wicker. I just changed the name. It's Jay Wicker Network. So Jay Wicker Network. So that will be on there on that live as well. We'll do a lot of those different trainings on there going forward. Again, we have that monthly REI meetup once a month, the second Saturday of the month. You're more than welcome to get on that as well. So listen, when it comes to the one-on-one mentorship, we're not really doing that anymore. We're doing consultations now. I want to give you guys the information, but I want you guys to also to work along with this information, right? I have a business I'm growing, but I also, I'm doing a little consulting as well. So we want to make sure that you guys get this information and be able to run with it. Now, I'm still available. Let's say you still have a question, right? So what you want to do is go on our Facebook group and post the question. So Jay Wicker Network, post the question on there, and I will answer it on there as well for you. Let's say you have a deal that you're trying to get done and you need to get it done immediately. You can just pick up the phone and give me a call. So I will give you the number as well. So when I see that you give me a call, I know you're not calling to say, hey man, you see the game last night? You're calling because you got a deal going and you need my help. And I can't turn a person away like that, especially a person who, who's reaching out to me, who's trying to make something happen here. So this is the best way to get it done, guys. I really appreciate you guys for staying on tonight, and look forward to doing some business with you. If you're serious about getting into wholesaling, here's your chance. Let's get it done. My assistant will post in the chat box how to get in contact with me, how to get you set up for tomorrow or next weekend or whatever the case is. Get you set up, get you ready to rock and roll. Let's build you up, give you the information that you need to be successful, but not only just you, but also your company as well. Look forward to doing some big business with you, not just residential, but also commercial. So listen, let me say this to you guys. If this is your business that you're really serious about becoming a wholesaler, the price shouldn't be a problem. The price shouldn't be a problem. We make room, or we pay for things that are that we feel is valuable. So if the number is stopping you, you don't feel like it has value. I understand and I respect it, right? But it's only you, the one, be held accountable for what you do and what you don't do, right? So I'm here. Of course, you know, you starting off this, you know, consultation at a small price. Of course, that will go up. Probably in a month or so, it probably will go up in a month or so. So if you guys need this information, let's get it done immediately. Waiting on my phone to ring tonight. Here's my number here. It's 972-836-9814. That's 972-836-9814. And just say, Jay, I'm ready, and tell me which one you want. I will email you out an invoice tonight, and also we will set up a time that's convenient for you, so that we can do the one-on-one, and let's get you started. All right, and I'm holding nothing back. Let you know exactly what we're doing to be successful, and you know, you lean on me, I can definitely help you get you to where you try to go. All right, so hopefully we didn't keep you guys too late. Appreciate you guys again for coming on board. You guys did a great job. Great job, moderator. Please go ahead and post my information on the chat again so that everybody can get it. 972-836-9814. Drop my email address as well. Also with the Jay Wicker Network, the Facebook group. Also, oh yeah, one more thing. So, you know, we're going to relaunch our podcast, Small Business Stand Up, on YouTube, Spotify, all these different sites. That should kick off next month as well. So look forward to you guys joining that as well. So, all right. Hey, so guys, there's no more excuses. The money's not even a big issue now, right? It's not $10, $15, $30,000. Let's get it done today. So after this presentation, if you don't sign today, you probably would never sign up with a wholesaler company, because there's no greater deal out there for you. Today is the day. All right. This is Jay Wicker, MCA. We appreciate you guys tuning in to us. Have a great rest of your evening.